Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got an amazing show that is actually happening today. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The best digital radio station in the nation. Guys, I have an awesome show. It was, or I should say, it's the Oscars week or Oscar months or all the celebrations all over the town of Los Angeles, where there is viewing parties, after parties, Oscar parties, Vanity Fair parties. Whoa, do I have a few stories I am going to share with you guys, because I actually attended one of these amazing Hollywood Hills mansion parties, and it is something else. I cannot get my head around it, but hey, it was amazing. I'm grateful that I was able to attend. There was a lot that I needed to learn, because it is not what it is, because there's a lot of hard work that puts one of those shows on. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only Sarah B Solutions, or Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, you can drop me a text, you can listen to me every Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to the best digital radio station in the nation, The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You are listening to Miss Sarah B. I have an amazing show. I am going to discuss or have an amazing show about the Oscars, where we know it's the Oscars week or Oscar month. There was a lot going on all over the town, amazing parties, lots of lavish kind of lifestyle and living, of the rich and famous, and it was amazing. Guys, you listen to me, Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, tune into a bit of a different type of show. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Guys, we had an Oscars, Oscar week, Oscar month, where it was amazing, where the city just comes alive. And it is just like from the fashion to the music to the food to everything. It was amazing. All the celebrations from fashion to outfits to looks. It is just something else. Now, it's a good question. Are you one to watch the show? Were you invited? Did you go to an after party, or did you actually get invited to any of the events? You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It was the Oscars of 2024 as such. The best red carpet looks for 2024. There was lots of ladies with beautiful, stunning outfits, and it was amazing. I hope you guys were watching for the clothes and see what they're all about, because it was such a pretty, amazing, just, the fashion is just glamour, and nothing but more glamour. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you've tuned in a bit of a different type of show. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're talking about the amazing Oscars, which was beautiful with glamour. It was amazing, I just don't know which outfit, they were all just gorgeous. I just didn't know. It was just like one got better out. It was just like everyone was just outdoing each other, but just in class and just in true fashion, which I was like, wow. I thought I liked this dress, and then they brought out another one with a new dress, and then they brought that with another dress, and I was like, okay, great, best red carpet looks for 2024. Here we are. Hope you're ready, because it was just stunning. We have, that's the 96 Academy Awards, which beautiful Zendaya, she rocked up with her Armani beautiful gown. The red carpet Hollywood Dolby Theatre shimmered on Sunday as the stars arrived at the Oscars in a flurry of sequins, sparkles, and striking metallic gowns. Lupe she arrived in Armani dress. Gabrielle, which was bedazzled, Caroline number, and then Michelle custom Valencia gown were among of the glittering looks on display during the elegant, if somewhat unadventurous, evening on the red carpet fashion. Indeed, a fair number of attendees opt out for the microchrome black, white, or black and white ensembles. Elsewhere, the Barbie actor, American Ferrari, gave the metallic trend of a pop of color in her pink design. Wow. And while her co-star, Maggie, took the rare break from the Barbie pink in an equal glistering black Versace dress. Cynthia and Andrea also opt the color-coded dressing with a former emerald green leather Louis Vuitton dress and ladders with, pillow pinks custom gowns, nodding to the roles of the forthcoming of the movie adaptation of Wicked. So it was just amazing just to be around and just to see all the glamour, the glitz and the glamour. And it was just an amazing just to watch and to see what it's all about, all this glitz and glamour. It is something else. It's just, whoo! You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're talking about the Oscars, nothing but the Oscars, the whole amazing Oscars, the parties from the dresses to the gowns to the food to the location. It is just amazing to be a part and to see how the glitz of the rich and famous, how they glam up for the day, for the biggest night of the year. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Oscars. Sunday's red carpet was awash with gowns channeling scallops and shells. Christian Dior, inspired, by Best Actress nominee, custom Balenciaga looks featuring elegant mermaid skirts elsewhere. As we know, Emma Stone wowed in shell-inspired custom Louis Vuitton dress with flattered waist. And then, we have all the other A-listers with their beautiful gowns.
Think I'm just crazy. No need to fight against the feeling. Because the life is not depressing. No need to fight against the feelings. Because the life is not depressing.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're talking about the Oscars. It was a beautiful event, a beautiful night with all the beautiful outfits they wear. The evening's men wear was relatively, pared back, on which is usually the most formal of the Hollywood red carpets. But hey, it didn't stop, the ones who want to dress up and obviously want to make an effort. Even actors known for colourful suits and who arrived in their Louis Vuitton and Gucci, respectfully stuck in largely black palette through their accessorized with brooches, bracelets and pins. However, make a change into the hot pink number, which as you know, was the Gosling, Ryan Gosling, where she did a beautiful and amazing performance in the Best Original Song nominated, I'm Just Ken, during the ceremony. So that was just amazing, you know, to watch and to see. But hey, he delivered, and hands down, and I give it to him. Amazing, amazing, and more amazing. You're talking to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The best digital radio station in the nation. We're talking about Oscars, the amazing, you know, beautiful outfits they wore. You know, as we know, Ryan Gosling, he arrived in his Louis Vuitton and Gucci, but then he turned into this, you know, beautiful number for his performance, you know, Best Original Song nominated, you know, I'm Just Ken, during the ceremony. And then you have Rami Youssef, Mark Ruffalo, all the other A-listers use their lapels, you know, to call, which was just amazing. So Rami and all the other A-listers, you know, they joined by a handful other attendees, including Billie Eilish, Ava DeVere. We have, you know, wearing red pins, part of the Artists for Ceasefire campaign, which that was going on at the same time. You know, the ceasefire for the Palestinians, that was actually, you know, they were marching as well through LA. That was like a 1 a.m. Sorry, no, not 1 a.m., 1 p.m. As such. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can drop me an email at theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Oscars of 2024 is here and it's upon us, and has been an amazing event. The biggest event for the year. 2024 Oscars here is just been truly amazing with everything, food and gowns. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Guys, I have an amazing show. What we're talking, which is the best one, only, the Oscar for the year of 2024. And it has been amazing because it has all of the ins and the outs, from the fashion to the food to the wonderful parties, after parties. It was just amazing, and more amazing. 2024 Oscars is here. It had been just breathtaking with all the gowns and just... I just can't, as I said, just watching it and just being amongst it with all the lavish and gorgeous parties and gorgeous just outfits. It was just amazing. I just cannot believe just how wonderful and how magical that this event can be and what it does, because it's just another level. Oscars 24, here, and here. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Best 24 Best Dress for the Oscars 2024. I don't think there is a Best 24 dress, or I should Best 24, because everyone was just looking amazing. Just the glitz and the glamour. It was just next level. I'm excited that I was a part of this. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Beautiful dresses, beautiful gowns. It was just lots of just fabulous and just more fabulous. I just can't get over how this biggest night in Hollywood, or Hollywood, how it's just amazing how you keep turning heads. It's just, yeah, it's all about the who's, the biggest nights, and to be a part of it, it is just truly magical. Oscars 2024 has just been amazing. You're talking to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got tune into a bit of a different type of show. You can drop me an email at theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oscar red carpet. So the Oscars 2024 red carpet, all the fashion and outfits. In weeks leading up to the Oscars 2024, the Gladstone had been a red carpet standout, opting for looks from varieties of big name designers. So it was actually the Oscars red carpet for 2024. It was actually held at the Dolby Theatre. The red carpet at Hollywood Dolby Theatre shimmered on Sunday as the stars arrived at the Oscars in the flurries and sequins, sparkles and striking metallic gowns. Amazing, and I am still taken back by the beautiful outfits. Why was the red carpet changed at the Oscars? Reports suggest the reason why for changing the color of the Oscar red carpet from red to champagne was because the event was moved from a daytime to a nighttime slot. Okay, so that makes sense. I could see why they do that. But, I know that being at parties, there's a lot of red carpet they had actually, pointed out, or they actually laid out the red carpet. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Whew! So, 2024, the Oscars, amazing. If you want to, rewatch it, people love to rewatch it. The Oscars 2024 Oscars are available on demand, which is Fubo Look Backs feature, Sling TV or TV content features with Hulu subscription. Fubo and Hulu offers free trials, while Sling TV is offering 50% off deals for the first month. Which, okay, that's fair. I get that. You're listening to Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio. Every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Listen to the hottest house tracks from a...
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio. Every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, who was the best dress Oscars 2024? This is going to be interesting. So, we got the Oscars of 2024, the 10 best dress. So, we've got Greta Lee in Low. We've got Zendaya in Army Preve. You got Michelle Yeoh in Valencia. You got Kristen Dunst in Gucci. You've got America Ferrera in Aldera. You've got Sandra Hull in Suprilia. You got Emma Stone and Louis Vuitton. And then you've got Anya Taylor in Joy in Dior. So, it is amazing what and who is watching the show, because it is just awesome in a sense of the ladies were all dressing amazing. The dresses got better and better and better. I just didn't know which dress was better than the others. I liked all of them. I just felt like they just all outdid each other. But that's just the whole idea. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting. You know, I like how it's like, how do they make that decision? You know, who are the best dressed for Oscar 24? In that sense, the Oscar 24, the 10 best dressed, Harper Bazaar. But, hey, how do you make that decision? But anyway, it's out there and it's official and it's great because I am very, very pleased that it was a beautiful day. It was actually a beautiful, beautiful day in a sense of just the glitz and the glamour, and it was just beautiful. Just everyone were looking amazing, and that's what the Oscar is all about. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks. Yes, you can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You are listening to the best radio station in the nation, The Block 105 Radio. You can listen to us 24/7, all day, every day, all night, whatever you want, it's on there, and it has amazing shows from all people, from all walks of life, all topics, depending on what your mood, what you're feeling up to, it is all there. So, we're talking about the Oscars or the Oscars of 2024. The best the best 10 dressed, which is really difficult because I just felt like everyone was just doing beautifully. So we've got here Carrie in Valencia. You got Lupi and Armani. You've got Greta in Low. You have Zendaya in Armani. You have Michelle in Valencia. You have Kristen in Gucci. You've got America in Italia. You've got Sandra in Scalapena. You got Emma in Louis Vuitton. You got Anna or Anya in Dior. It is just beautiful. All the addresses and all, they were just like, whoa, it's just amazing. I am just still in awe. Wow. It's just amazing. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog, drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Guys, by all means, you can, drop me an email, drop me a text. I would love to hear what your thoughts are for the 2024 Oscar party that was actually happening as we speak. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful event, and I love to hear your thoughts, and I love to hear your do's and your don'ts. You're listening to Sarah B. I'm your host. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog, drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Cocktails, but all the screens blown away by another perfect scene. I'm so bored, all the real things can't compete. Hollywood paint my day so incomplete. And every street I walk, every place I sit, and every film I saw almost ruined me. And all the shiny things that the picture brings turn a normal day into a cheap cliche. And now we're whatever we want, I guess.
Listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog, sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Keep on knowing all the things we don't need to impress all the ones we don't mean. Just regret that I acted so damn fit. You know what? You have made the same mistake. And all the cigarettes, all the joking rats, buying happiness, it just never rests. And all the drugs we take.
listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Guys, we're talking about the Oscar weekend, which was just amazing. I just went through the best 10 dress, which I found it very difficult to understand. And then they have, beautiful, it's just like from the jury to the after party fashion. You've got here, we've got here Pamela Anderson. She went bareface. And then you've got here Divine, which is best supporting actress. You know what I mean? It's just like you go from toffee tone lips were trending on the Oscars. You got Sydney Sweeney debuts, Old Fashioned Bob. You got Maggie Robbie, Oscar Beauty, which had no hint of hot pink. You had, Angelina, which it is, her 2024 best fashions, after the after party. So that's interesting because, it was all about the glitz and the glamour, and it had so much fashion, which as I said, I was mind blown away because there's so much out there. But that was the Oscars of 2024. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Let the sunlight on me, shining all over me. Let the sunlight light it all over me. Let the sunlight on me, shining all.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. Guys, this is Oscars 2024. It has been a fabulous, just beautiful gowns, from everything. I just cannot believe how beautiful everything was. As you know, many, talks and, in a sense of just how it was overall. It was just amazing, as such, where there was so much going on. It was a busy, So let's devour into all the Oscar after party fashion. Ooh, the fashion, and more fashion. I love the fashion because it is pretty and stunning and just gorgeous.
Shining all over me. Let the sunlight light it all over me. Let the sunlight on me, shining all over.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. You can drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, drop me a text. You can listen to me every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're talking about the Oscars, more Oscars of 2024. It is amazing, and it is amazing. All the amazing fashion, as such. All the after party looks from the 2024. Wow, I like how it's from. I'm just like, it was only a couple of days ago, but hey, nothing misses a beat in this city of crazy La La Land. 2024 Academy Awards is a wrap. Award season has officially come to a close, of course. We're going to miss all the glamorous red carpet moments that comes with the season, at least until next awards circuit rolls around. But to tie us over, our favourite stars gave us the last stylish tidbit to hold onto the show-stopping look for all of subsequent after parties. Once all the wins and emotional speeches are done, the Oscar attendees headed straight from the Dolby Theatre to the festivities, where naturally they were made more dramatic outfit changes. Traditionally, Vanity Fair always hosts an after party immediately followed the Oscars, and the late night event was attended by everyone from Emma Stone to Lily Gladstone to Greta Lee to Davy Joy Randolph. It was glamorous affair where the stars clearly put just as much thought into the after party fits as they did assembles the actual show. Ahead, see all the best looks for the 2024 after party. Glitz and more glitz. After party looks, here we come. Listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can listen to me every Friday at 7 p.m. but you can listen to the best digital radio station in the nation, The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Guys, we're talking about the Oscars of 2024. It is amazing. It was a glamorous affair where the stars clearly put as much thought into their party outfits for the after party, which it did with their ensembles to actual show. Ahead, see all the best looks for the 2024 Oscars after party. Number 1, you've got Maggie Robbie in a vintage mulga. You've got number 2, Kendall Jenner from Madison Magelda. You've got 3, Emma Stone from Louis Vuitton. You've got 4, Lupi in Armani. You have 5, you have Greta in Lowe with Tiffany & Co. jewelry. You got 6, Jennifer Lawrence in vintage Givenchy. You got 7, Alison Williams in Dolce & Gabbana. And then you got 8, Charlize Theron in Dior. 9, Kim Kardashian in Balachi. So, and number 10, you've got here Anya Taylor-Joy. Whew, there was beautiful, 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 glamorous dresses all around. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm Sarah B, and I'm your host. We're talking about the glitz and the glamour of the Oscar party of 2024. like in a sense of it was just stunning and stunning and stunning. Just all the beautiful outfits where I'm just watching, where I'm just like from the fashion to the jewelry, which is just beautiful as such. There was a lot, beautiful after parties as such. So we've got here number 11, we have America Ferrera. She's gorgeous, beautiful red. Then you got Cynthia Embo, which is number 12. You have Cindy Sweeney, number 13. You have 14, Phoebe DeVore. Then you have 15, Ashley Graham. You have 16, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. You have 17, which is Emily. You have 18, Kyle Jenner. You have 19, Maud Apor. You have 20, Rosie Huntington Whitley. You have 21, which is Yara. You have 22, which is Paris Hilton. You have 23, Hunter. You have 24, which is Lily Gladstone. You have 25, Danielle Brooks. You have 26, Sandra Huller. You have 27, Aisha Ray. You have 28, Greta. You have 29, Kerry Washington. You have 30, Chloe Bailey. You have 31, Billie Eilish. You have 32, Jessica Alba. You have 33, Diane Kruger. You have 34, Michelle Yeoh. You have 35, Vanessa Hughes. You have 36, Diana Guru. Beautiful, beautiful, and more beautiful of their beautiful after hours party.
Let the sunlight on me, shining all over me. Let the sunlight light it all over
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're talking about Oscars, how the after party, the jury, and the beautiful dresses and the outfits that they all wore. It was just stunning, stunning, and more stunning. We have 37, we have Serena Williams. You have 38, Aquafina. You have 39, Chloe. You have 40, Haley. You have 41, Victoria. You have 42, Salma. You have all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dresses where the list just keeps going on and on and on. And it was just an amazing event. As I said, just wow, this is the biggest night. And all these amazing outfits and jewelries and the food and just being around it, of just the amazing events that was actually, I was fortunate to attend, which was absolutely stunning and absolutely gorgeous. I am just, grateful that I attended. I actually did, was invited, which was nice, but it was a volunteer. And unfortunately, the girl that did invite me, it just unfortunately got mean, which, yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen, because unfortunately people do flip the switch. People, when you say no to them and they don't like what you tell them, I'm like, hold on, I'm here. I've worked 7-8 hours with no food, and I was in the crossfires of trying to help, people out to get, some emergency ice. And then here she is saying, look, would you like something to eat? And I was, trying to replace someone. And then she wanted to, which she did, she actually got mean about it. She actually wanted, which she did, she got the main guy, and she said, if you don't go home, I'm going to get security on you. And I was like looking at her, and I said to the main guy of the head, I go, look, I don't do drama. It's okay. And I walked away. And I just left it at that. But, she sent me some nasty messages and voice messages. And I am just like, wow, it was pretty hurtful because I just thought, here we are. It's amazing what the claws or what people's true colors are. Like here I am, this is my time, obviously I wardrobe myself. I got myself there. And then unfortunately I locked myself out, because of the craziness and the stress that, that had been created. I met some amazing girls where they're like, no, you're staying. You've actually earned your time and you're allowed to be here. Just ignore her. And they're like, what's her problem? She's not paying. I was just like, not conflicted, but just taken back. And then I like the fact that when I told people, I go, look, yeah, she wants me to leave. She's got security. And people are just like, but she's not paying. This is a volunteer. What's it to her? This is not her place. So people were just like really like shocked and just like, who is this woman? And it's amazing how she is just like, turn. And I'm just like, honey, this is not your show. And certainly this is not the night. This is not the night. But as I said, it was just an event where it's just like, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio. By all means, drop me an email, drop me a text. I like to hear if you had any drama of that night, or you've had people, as which they want. They just want to sabotage you as a person, where you just, you're being yourself. I wasn't trying. I was doing what I was told. And she didn't like the fact that, unfortunately, whatever I said to her or whatever I did, I must have stole her shine. But there she was out there trying to get, a job, or she's trying. It wasn't the place. It certainly wasn't the place. But it's just amazing how, as I said, people will flip the switch. And I'm glad that, unfortunately, it's, it's upsetting, but I'm glad it actually, it came, full effect, because it just showed me true colors of who she is and what she was and what she's about. Guys, if you had any dramas on the, the Oscar nights, I love to hear. Drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Give you all my affection. Let me loosen the tension. Holding out for redemption. Never loved so easily. You are the vision. And I've been getting so close.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wow, we've got here, the live Vanity Fair Oscar Party red carpet, which is, every year, where I used to work at the Wallace Performing Arts, which is the theater in Beverly Hills, which was amazing. And, no way, as I said, there was no way we could get in there, which I know is the hardest and the most hottest party to be, attended or to go to, because it was just like, security next level. It was just amazing how this is. And here you are, you can hear a snippet of just, getting the A-listers and their attention, of just getting the best photos, because it is just next level of just getting into the crazy business of the entertainment. It is such a cutthroat industry, which is just whew, it ceases to amaze me. You're listening to the one and only Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I can taste it. You left a mark on my memory. And through my mind, I've been getting so cold. I can taste it. You left a mark on my memory. And through my mind, your eyes
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, with the Oscars of 2024, the red carpet fashion highlights, amazing. Like, I just cannot believe all the stunning outfits they actually just held down. It was just an amazing, beautiful, just the elegance and just the amazing, I am just taken back of just like, the mishaps and just the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs, but just looking after dress, it was just beautiful. The Hollywood stars, including the Oscar nominees, arrived in style for the 2024 Academy Awards show Sunday, hitting the red carpet for one of the year's biggest nights in fashion. So embrace the classic Hollywood glamour, while others put a unique stamp on their own personal looks. Some of the highlights of this year of Oscar fashion statements of 2024. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Miss Sarah B. Ladies and gentlemen, I have tuned into an amazing show for the Oscar of 2024. I hope you enjoyed the show. I shared the ins and the outs, the glitz and the glamour, the people, and the party that I was fortunate to actually go to, which was just amazing. I was taken back. It was a beautiful event where it was just something that I have never experienced or witnessed. It was actually my first Oscar party, which was just amazing. So it was the 24th annual Academy Award celebration. So it was a viewing party and dinner by celebrity chefs, so celebrating our humanity. So it was Sunday, March 10th, 2024. Red carpet starts, which was at 3, which usually means 4. And it was haute couture attire, the historic Warner Brother establishment in Beverly Hills. So it was a beautiful Hollywood Hills party, which was just beautiful. The amazing, stars, or I should say, the table starts at the silver ticket, which is $500, and the silver ticket is $500. Silver table is $5,000. Gold ticket is $1,000. Gold table is $10,000. So they had special guests with Shaka Khan, Macy Gray, Marla Gibbs. They had Master P, Trisha Campbell. So that was just an amazing night of just all the A-listers, or I should say the A-lister, people that I actually attended. Guys, I would love for you to drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Stay safe, stay current, stay positive in this crazy city of LA. You need to keep and make sure that your vibrations is high, because people are out there, unfortunately, are ready to scoop or to sabotage you at any given moment. Guys, you're listening to the one and only Miss Sarah B, and I'm your host. Drop an email, theblock@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, and stay safe. And till next week, have a good day, and stay sharp, and stay blessed. Thank you, and thank you.
For those of you who dream of a world where music and podcasts live together in perfect harmony, now for the first time, Electricast gives you a magical compilation, Pod Till You Drop, Volume 1, where we give you the best in tunes and the best in podcasts. Feast your ears and hear the culture. Available now wherever you listen to music.
Ever thought about starting your own podcast?
Do you have a business or a message you want to share with the world?
Well, now it's easier than ever with Electricast. Hi, I'm Mark Netter.
And I'm Peter Rafelson. We're the founders of Electricast Media.
Whether you want to start a new podcast or already have one, join Electricast to grow your audience, monetize your content, and build your community.
With our simple sign-up, you get free promotion, world-class analytics, premium ads, and personal support.
Go to electricast.com and join our community today.
Electricast. Transform your influence.
Electricast.